everybody, welcome back to this operation on New Guinea. It's not like old Guinea, it's new. It's your boy, County Check, back again, bringing you a day in the life of my attempts to play Warthunder in a satisfactory fashion. And as you will see on this day, I'm not very successful. All of these recordings come from Halloween 2024, and all of them have a similar theme, and that theme is that I need to learn how to play the game. It's no bueno on this whole attempt here, and it got me to thinking that yeah, that was it. I flew all the way in just to have that happen. Now here we are at El Alamein. And I got to thinking maybe I should come a little further out of the obscurity of some voice on YouTube and explain about myself some more. I am a 45-year-old male who lives with his parents in a room that we built in the garage when I was 16. I did live on my own with my children, and at some point in time my grandfather became unable to stand or move around on his own, and in order to facilitate care for him, I moved back to my parents' house. And since then, I've pretty much been unable to escape. Yeah, that's how it is. I've worked my whole life at several jobs, mainly like restaurants, gas station clerk, and extremely hard, brutal outdoors labor. In the commission of all of this work, I ruined my body. I have problems with my spine, problems with my ankles, problems with my wrists, my shoulders. I don't think there's a joint on my body that does not suffer greatly. And I had a severe spinal injury when swing I was swinging on broke, and I flew into the raised corner of a sidewalk that stands above the ground basically, and hit it on my very bottom lumbar and the top of my hip bone, like diagonally across it. And when I went to get checked out for that, because I would still trust doctors, 15 years ago, a little bit, he told me I have degenerative joint disorder that's worse than a 70-year-old man's. Now imagine hearing that at 30-something. Yeah, very sad. Boo-hoo. And so, I moved back here, and for about 3 years, I went across the street where my grandparents live, because my grandpa built 2 houses on the street in the town we live in, Vale, right there, for something like $17,000 back in the 60s. So, so happy to see the economy doing good today, And yeah, I went over there and I picked him up, got him out of bed, washed him off, changed the diaper, get him into the chair, get him fed. When he's done eating, get him back into his other chair. Facilitate that. So for several years I couldn't go 10 minutes from my home. I had to be there in case he tried to stand up and fell over, or something happened, or, you know, changing the diaper. If you've never changed a full grown man's full diaper, I'm telling you what, it's an experience. We don't believe in sending people to the senior citizens center. We're very clannish here, and we believe in caring for our own. Yeah, we care for our own. We're not sending anybody to the old folks home, buddy. They're going to stay with their family and be at home. And that's how we're going to do it for my parents and for everyone else. Of course, I have sisters, but neither of them has ever held a job, interestingly enough. And they were not available to help for some reason that I don't know. But hey, whatever. These people that I live with, my mother and father, adopted me way back in 1979 when my too hot to trot redhead mother decided that she didn't want to be a teenage parent. And you can't blame her, you know. You don't go from a life of taking Quaaludes and Black Beauties and doing stuff and running around being free and living that liberated life of a 70s teen and want to be held down by a child. And so that is me. That's kind of what I have going on. Grandpa since passed away in 2014, so it's been 10 years. And now I spend my time here with my son and with my grandmother, who is 91. God bless her. She's amazing. We made the deal to eat there, eat dinner there, you know, every day, myself and my son, so as to afford her the ability to cook for more than one person. If she didn't feel like she had to cook for us, who knows how soon she might give up or slow down. So we basically joined in and have been eating dinner over there at 4 o'clock every day for the past 10 years without fail. 3 o'clock on the weekends, 4 o'clock through the week, that's when we eat dinner. And you never know when she's gonna call to open a jar or need this or need that or need the other. And on top of that, my father is an amazing person who, after taking after his father, my grandfather was an amazing person. They are the ones, and I suppose myself by extension, following in their footsteps, and I am the one who, everyone in our family, if they need something, they come here. So if there's a problem with their car, if they need to move, if they need someone to babysit their kids, of which they keep having several, even though most of them don't really have a way to take care of them, which makes you wonder, you know what I mean? And we're basically here on call to meet the emergency needs of everyone in our family. It's interesting, like I got roped into helping my aunt move yesterday because she had her son move in with her, and the kid is such a bad alcoholic that he ruined their finances and made it so that nobody can live there. And he did such a bang up job of it that his hoe-ass girlfriend left him for some sugar daddy and moved out to the city and stuck him in the country with his mom, and him no license and an alcoholic and all that other stuff. And so it's a huge mess. And of course the people who get to clean it up are me and my dad, and by extension my son. When my dad's not available, I make him come with me to help carry the stuff. I don't know, it's a long drawn out tale with a lot of emotional things occurring in it that I'm trying to convey here as to how I wound up in the situation of being a 45-year-old man in his parents' garage uploading video games to YouTube in the hopes of turning it into some type of paid career, which If it does not work after a year, I may stop and find something else to do. It's currently closing in on a year, and I've managed to wrangle 271 subscribers and maybe 5% of the views needed to even apply for monetization. And then I'm pretty sure once you apply for YouTube monetization, then you have to apply for the Gaijin Partner Program. Then you have to have them agree to pay you, because you can't get paid by YouTube, you get paid from Gaijin. That's my understanding. And I also have to come up with interesting and videos that people will want to watch. Not sure how it's gonna work. Pretty much wasted for hard labor. Don't want to work in restaurants or gas stations anymore, because as the economy goes, there's just more danger in that type of stuff. And yeah, that's a little bit about me. I registered as a Democrat in 1998. Ooh. And I think the last time I voted for one was Barack Obama's first term, in which he managed to marginalize the entire population of people he claimed to be representing. He made it so much worse for them, and he made it so much worse for us. Our country is in ruins as a direct result of the policies that have been enacted by Democrats, who are supposedly liberals, but in reality they're hidden communists. And I went through a small phase of thinking I was conservative before I realized that I'm not conservative either, because I have an IQ, and I realized that I'm a libertarian who believes that every person should have the right to do what that person thinks they should do, as long as they have enough of a moral framework to keep it from involving someone else. So, yeah. I believe that you should choose your politicians based on their policies, not on the color of the banner that they're under. That type of identity politics and that type of left-right paradigm is a tool used by the machine of the globalists to get people to fight for a cause that they don't truly understand. And so if you're a thinking person, you see around that and you don't want to be involved in it. You don't want to be involved in the echo chamber BS. So if you're on the left right now and you're freaking out about Donald Trump, it won't be as bad as you think it will. And if you're on the right now and you're gloating about Donald Trump, it's probably not going to be as cool as you think it is. Granted, if they go in there and fire 75% of the government and Elon ditches a bunch of wasteful spending, that would be amazing. That's in keeping with what the libertarians want. We want personal freedom. We want smaller government. The scariest thing that you could ever hear is, "Hi, I'm from the government and I'm here to help," because they have a long track record of making things worse. So, before you get bent out of shape, before you get upset, before you be triggered over things that are happening or saying, "Oh, people are going to control your body," look up the reality of the situation and try to do some research on understanding what the actual laws are in your area. And just for the love of God, think. Get out of the echo chambers of social media. Get out of the one-sided thinking that goes to the left or the right. And consider yourself as a human being on a planet surrounded by other human beings who all kind of want the same thing, which is just to be alive, be okay, do some kind of fulfilling work, and have what they need, you know what I mean, to survive. Our society is so overprogrammed to be consumers that mental health is in huge decline, and nobody understands the truth anymore, and I really wish they did. Either way, that's been my little mini calm rant for the day. If you like to watch Warthunder videos and get some light philosophy, consider liking and subscribing. Most importantly though, I hope you have a good day and you learn to think for yourself and you don't ever let anything get you down. This is County Check signing off, and we'll see you on the next one.